This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there. Welcome to another episode of us catching up with whatever the hell it is Glitter and Lasers is doing today. Excuse me. That had to happen. And I did not put my headset on before we started. Why do I have my glasses on? I don't know. It's not like they help me read. Not from this distance. Here we go. All right, so Anna hasn't really done much lately. She has been posting things to YouTube, but they're all older things. She's been reusing old content from I think TikTok. Mostly because I think she's trying to make sure that her channel doesn't get turned off, demonetized. Because, you know, she hasn't been posting anything to her YouTube channel. No new content whatsoever. So I think she's just doing that thing where I think it was back in the first time TikTok got demonetized or TikTok got taken down. She was posting a bunch of her TikTok stuff over on YouTube, and she's doing it again. So most of the stuff that she's put on YouTube, I've noticed, has been old content. So we're not gonna go over any of that stuff because it's old. So yeah, there's that. But I have gone over to her TikTok, both her regular and her Viking Princess list. She's not really done a lot since the last time we were there. And then I also went over to the Reddit that must not be named. There's not a lot over there either. So I don't know what she's doing. It looks like she went to some kind of retreat, but also some kind of like dog show. There's some pictures of her out in the wild. Actually, the pictures of her out in the wild, I'm not gonna lie, she does look better. And there's actually one of the most recent video of her on Viking Princess lifts. Her lift looks pretty good? Question mark. Boop. So I guess her form's improving somewhat. So I guess these little things that her coach is having her do, either she's finally listening or it's finally starting to pay off. So, you know, either way, it looks like she's getting better. Do I think she's going to do well at the Riveter? I still don't think she's going to do great, but honestly, I wasn't expecting her to do like gangbusters anyway, just because she's new. You know, I mean, she's brand new. I don't expect I mean, it's very rare for somebody who's brand new to just kill it, right? I mean, it happens. Don't get me wrong, it does happen, but it's rare, right? It's the rare individual that comes out and is just like Wah! And dominates, right? It's unusual, and Anna's just not that kind of person. I know she thinks she is, but she's really not. So I wasn't expecting her to like come out swinging anyway, but you know, maybe she'll do a little bit better than I was expecting. I don't know. But we're in March. It's March, what, 6th? Yeah, it's March 6th. Competition day is March 28th, so we are coming up on it. All right, so right now we're on the Reddit that must not be named, and these are out of order, but there's only like 4 things that we're gonna go over. So this is Anna, typically in her typical I look like shit video. I don't have a lot of room to talk. I dyed my hair though. Back to the using the henna. This says, went to the gym today, but it was a mess. But it was a mess? That's okay. Rest day tomorrow, and then we'll see if my body wants to cooperate. Ups and downs are just part of the process. I mean, I guess. I don't check in with... I don't like have like... I don't put my body in a closet somewhere and then check in with it every day. I'm like, hey, body, you want to work today? No, I'm good. Oh, okay, cool. I'll come back tomorrow. Whatever. I don't understand this mentality. I understand that, like, every time I say that, I've got 1 or 2 of you in the comment section who are like, you know, I've got chronic illness or something like that. I get how that's a coping mechanism for something like that. I really do. But Anna doesn't. Anna's just like me. There's nothing wrong with her. Right? There's nothing actually wrong with Anna. Like, I understand if it's a coping mechanism for something that's outside of your control, right? Like, your body really is non-functioning for some reason that is not something that you have control over. Anna's doesn't have that problem. So I don't get this mentality from her. Anyway. Okay, let's check out the rest of them. So this is a picture of this is some place where she was at. Sheb Nation is her nutritionist that she is working with. Can I click? Yeah, okay. I never know where I can click that it's gonna like F things up. So Sheb Nation is the nutritionist that she's been working with. When I looked into Sheb Nation, I think I'm saying that right. It might be Shebi Nation. I don't know. I'm guessing. This is apparently the nutritionist that Inez, strong woman, was using, at least at some point, because on the Instagram site for Inez, she did a shout out for this nutritionist as well. So apparently when Anna started working with Inez, Inez put her on with this nutritionist as well, which I kind of like, because it says something to me. It says that Inez was like, yeah, you're going to start using this nutritionist. So it kind of makes me feel like, now I'm not saying that Cybernetic Strongman didn't try to do something similar, right? But we didn't see posts from Anna about any nutritionists or like any diet plans or anything like that. But we have seen at least 2 posts now, maybe 3, I can't quite recall, that Anna has tagged Sheb Nation in now. And I think in her posts, sometimes she'll have like coach, Inez Strong Woman, and then she'll have, I think it's Strong Woman, and then she'll have nutritionist Sheb Nation, and then she'll put like color consultant, and then her friend who's been going to bat for her in the comment section in there as a joke. It's a joke. Sometimes she makes jokes, you guys. It's okay. So she has been at least posting this person's name a few times. So she's been shilling them. I'm sure she's getting some kind of discount or some kind of kickback or something for working with this person. I'm sure, because Anna doesn't do anything for free. Let's be honest. I can't imagine what the hell Inez is getting out of working with Anna. I really cannot imagine what the fuck she's getting out of working with Anna. Because there's just no way in fucking hell Inez is getting exposure out of this, because what possible exposure could Inez be getting out of this? But anyway, but I mean, I'm sure this Sheb Nation person probably is getting exposure out of it. So who knows? I mean, this is I'm traveling this week, but I love how my body has been feeling with the food changes I've made. That says changes, right? Yeah. So instead of just eating out on the road, I've made most of my meals ahead of time and brought them. Press X to doubt. Sure, I'll still have some nice meals out, but I'm proud of myself that I made the time and space to care for myself in this way. This is butternut squash soup with roast chicken thighs topped with walnuts. You had me till the walnuts. I don't like nuts in my soup. I'm a weirdo, I guess. I don't like that. But I like a butternut squash soup, and I like roast chicken. It doesn't look bad. Weird. Not the weirdest thing. I know a lot of people do. And in all honesty, to be frank, Anna really does need to clean up her diet. And if you're everyone I've ever heard talk about this kind of stuff, if you're going to be serious about it, you really do have to meal prep and take your food, because you can't trust what's out there to be good for you. So she's doing the if big if she is doing this for realsies. She's doing the right thing, right? So there is that. If it does look nice though. I mean, it looks nice until you get to the walnut part. And like I said, not a nuts person. I do like pumpkin seeds though. So maybe if those were pumpkin seeds instead of I like walnuts, but not in soups. I like a cashew cream, but that's not what's happening here. That's not the same thing. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I really have anything else to say about this one. Okay, there weren't 4, there were only 3. This is I made it to the gym. That's the win. It was hard. Sorry, it was hot and stuffy, and I almost threw up. I called it early. Is it getting hot in Texas? I don't know. It's 40 degrees here today. So the snow finally all melted. Sad. I love snow. I just don't like it when it blocks the roads up. But it wasn't blocking the road up, so I'm sad. Anyway, I just if Anna just didn't tell us about all the times that she was swollen and bloated and couldn't make it to the gym, or the gym sucked, or like I think she tells us about how much the gym sucks more than she tells us about how much the gym doesn't suck. Like it's like whiplash. Like one post the gym sucks and she's dying, and the next post she's like the goddess of the gym. So it's just back and forth and back and forth. She never just has like a day, right? She never just goes to the gym. It's never just like Tuesday, right? It's very strange. Or maybe it's not strange. It's typical Anna, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to show this one just because it's like, it's just the way it's just like with her, it's either one extreme or the other. There's no in between. It's very strange. Maybe it's not that strange, but either way, maybe I'm trying to say it's kind of annoying. Okay, so I thought we'd start off with Viking Princess lifts, and then we'd end with glitter and lasers. I'm gonna move this up. Put this by my head. That way you can see my hands. Just chickamallating. All right, so I know we watched this one last time. I just kind of want to watch it again. Wash it. I want to wash it again. Leave me alone. If there's no sound, it's because music. There you go. We're used to this by now, right? We all know how this works, right? So this is Anna. She says new gym exercises. I love that my coach keeps me on my toes by challenging me with new movements. I could totally tell what she was hoping these would improve by the way some of them felt. Stronger every day. So apparently, because I didn't know it at the time, but apparently what she's doing with all of these little exercises is isolating very specific points in larger lifts. So what has happened is I learned this by listening to other people. So I am regurgitating things that I have heard on the internet. Just letting you know up ahead. So apparently what's happening is these are all like micro movements that she's just targeting like a specific point in a larger movement, right? Which I think is kind of cool. I'm sure, I'm not trying to say that that Cybernetic Strongman never did this, right? Because the thing is, we never really saw a lot of what Cybernetic Strongman did with Anna, so we don't really know. But what we do know is that we didn't see this with Cybernetic Strongman. So I can't say for certain that he did or didn't try to train Anna like this. I just know that we didn't see this with him. Now, there was one time where we saw Cybernetic Strongman and Anna, and she was doing a deadlift, the one where they come up off the ground, and he had a rope tied to the bar. And while she was pulling the bar up, he was pulling on the rope. And I guess the goal was to get her to pull the bar closer to her body because he was gently pulling the bar away from her. And I remember watching Lot's lifts, and she said that the purpose of that was to basically correct Anna's form with the bar. So he was doing some things with her. We just didn't see most of it, I think. That was the one time we saw him trying to help her correct her form. So I think that there was more of that. We just didn't get to see it. So now we're seeing these little things with Inez, even though Inez is I'm almost positive they're online. This is online coaching. So I don't know what the difference is. I don't know why we're getting to see more of this with Inez than when we saw with Cybernetic, or if really this is the first time she's ever done any of these exercises. The one thing I will say, though, is like, since Inez isn't there with Anna, if Anna's doing like these little micro movements incorrectly, she doesn't have anybody there to correct her. I mean, she still has the gym there, and she still does have like, this is still, I think, the same gym that Micronetic? Wow. Cybernetic Strongman is still there. So I guess she could still be asking, and there's other coaches there as well. So she still could be asking people to, you know, like help her with her form. So there is that possibility. But it's just interesting to me that we're now seeing these smaller movements with lower weight. That's another thing that's very interesting here. With Cybernetic Strongman, we just saw her keep adding and adding and adding weight. You'll notice with these exercises, they're all real low weight. And she's not talking about, oh, I added more weight to these. She does still talk about adding weight. Like, she does still have lots of posts where she's like, oh, I added 70 pounds to my squat. But these specific exercises, she's not bragging about the weight. And I seem to recall, we'll watch it again, but I seem to recall the first time watching this, they're all real low weight for her. I don't think I could do most of these at this weight, but the point being, they're low weight for her, right? So, I think I have it. Yeah, I've got this muted because it's got music. If you're wondering, it's Lose My Breath X Team Spirit by Altigo. I'm old. I don't know these things. I don't listen to the TikToks. This is as much TikTok as I get. All right, so new gym exercises. What new gym exercises I'm doing this week? This is a standing pin press. I think I remember Lindsay saying that the point of this was literally this final moment of the overhead press, which apparently can be the most challenging point. I think I remember Lindsay saying that. Lindsay can correct me if I am wrong, because I have been wrong in the past. But I think I remember her saying that this is like the most difficult point of the overhead press. So it's interesting. I just find it interesting that there is this thing where they isolate these moments in all of these little lifts. Like you're just isolating each moment within the lift. I think it's fascinating, honestly. Specifically just to teach you these critical moments in all of these various lifts. This is fascinating to me. This is absolutely fascinating to me. Not Anna doing it specifically. Like it's I'm watching Anna do it. It's just fascinating to me that like people have been lifting weights like this long enough that they're like, okay, this is the critical moment where everybody kind of craps out. So let's figure out a way to just isolate this one moment. Like, look how she's got, I know it's Anna. Just work with me, guys. I find this is really fascinating to me. Like, the way they've set this up is just so, like, the first time I watched this, I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? Now that I know what's happening, like, they've set this up so that really all she can do is just lift this bar, just this tiniest little bit, because that's all she needs to do. That's the whole point of it. I think it's fascinating. Leave me alone. Anyway. Pin squats. Again, this is the same kind of thing. Like, first off, her squat form's still shit. But the point being, it's just like this critical moment, just this movement right here that this exercise is supposed to be isolating. Now, don't get me wrong, it's Anna. Her squats are shit. I'm not saying her form is good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's fascinating that there is a specific exercise that just focuses on this one fucking point. Not even the whole movement. Just this one point in the movement. Okay, anyway. And that's the other thing with this axle floor press. Like, the first time I saw her doing it, I'm like, what the f is she doing? I feel like this is a great way to just, like, clothesline yourself, you know? Just grot yourself with this damn bar. I still kind of sort of feel that way because you could still drop this damn thing, and she almost does. And you could still probably hurt yourself with it. But it's another thing where, like, I forget why. I think Lindsay did mention why she's doing it this way. And when Lindsay explained it, I was like, oh. I still feel like she needed a spotter, though. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not an expert. Whoosh. On the other hand, I got a bread maker yesterday, and my bread loaf is done. So I'm very excited. All right, anyway, go. Frog stance deadlift. I think might have been Lindsay. I think Lindsay explained all these little moves. I don't remember what the point of this one was. Why does she make such weird faces? Anyway, all right. That was enough of me geeking out on that. Can I do any of these? No. Am I lifting? No. That's the difference. Am I trying to do this shit? No. All right, next. All right. I think she talks through this one. Let me make sure I have sound. And go.
I'm being brave. I'm trying out a new gym today. This is the gym Los Campeones. Hopefully I said that right. It's supposed to be real nice. I can't imagine a time in my life other than right now that I would have just gone to a new gym and not been like super panicked about it. It's like progress. This is so stupid, but I wore my new shoes to help me be brave. I have a 1 rep max on my schedule today, which I was not prepared for, so we'll see how that goes. Whenever you see like a personal record on someone's page, what they don't show you is like the hour and a half they spent warming up so they could make that attempt. That was 165 from the floor, and I was brave and tried to do 175. No, I did not have it in me. After all of that energy you've used, you still have to do all of your accessories. So I did some Frogger lifts, I did some kettlebell swings. I also did some hip thrusts.
Damn, are you trying to launch that thing over your shoulder? The fuck, girl? What are you doing with that kettlebell? Put it down. Trying to launch it behind you? Whoopsh. Girl, stop. Stop. You're gonna hurt somebody. Yourself included. I mean, I guess she's the only person there, which is probably good. Good lord. What is with you? And like, do you hate the kettlebell? Is it hard? Is it kettlebell or kettleball?
And some rows, but I didn't catch this on camera because my phone died. Gym was awesome. There were so many amazing, strong women there. It was super inspiring and super motivating.
Is that why we only saw the men? I'm just being petty. Sorry.
And honestly, I didn't really want to go to the gym today. That's kind of why I changed it up, just to like give myself something new to make it more exciting. And I'm glad I did because it got me out of my rut, and seeing all those super strong, like awesome women.
You only showed men.
Just reinvigorated me, and I needed that. I'm being brave.
Okay. Cool. Let's see.
I can't imagine a time in my life other than right now that I would have just gone to a new gym and not been like super panicked about it. We'll see how show you.
Okay, so first off, this is the picture that we saw where she captioned it about how incredibly swollen she is. Oh, did I go over that picture? I don't think I went over that picture. Hang on, y'all. It wasn't a picture, it was a little video. So this is a snippet out of that video that she just did where she's all chippier and happy and I just went to a new gym, you guys, and I wore my brand new shoes, so I'm super brave and blah, 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 and woo! And in this one, she captions it, my body is more swollen and inflamed than I've been in months. My joints hate me, and I genuinely feel like trash. Candidly, My entire body feels entirely foreign right now, and I feel like I'm at war with myself. Is it like Fight Club? Anyway. That said, somehow I was able to pull 365 from the floor today, which, given the circumstances, feels like a miracle. It made me feel like maybe my body and I will find a way to make peace with cake. I added the cake part, sorry. So which was it, Anna? Were you having a great time? Did you feel good? You wore your super brave shoes and you had a wonderful workout? Or were you super inflamed and more swollen than you've ever been? You were at war with your own body and you need to go make peace with yourself. Like, it's the exact same clip. Like, this is literally from the video we just watched. Which is it? Are you dying slowly inside because you're swollen to hell, or did you have a good time? Make up your mind, girl. I personally, y'all can correct me. That's fine. I feel like her form is a little better here. I feel like her form's slightly better here. I could be very wrong though. I don't do this, so I don't know. But I feel like she looks better than she has since she started doing this, so meh. Correct me down below. It's fine. Like I said, I don't do this. It just looks better. Now, hang on. Didn't she just say, okay, she said 365. Did she say 367 was what she tried to pull? All right, here she does the grunt from hell.
That was 165 from the floor.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And I was brave and tried to do 175. No.
Okay, 175 is what she tried to do. All right. What was the other thing I was going to talk about in the video?
I also did some.
Okay, so here's the other thing. All right, going back to this. What does she say here? That said, I was somehow able to pull 365 from the floor today. You said you warmed up to it. Like in the video you did. You just said that you warmed up to it. So... Okay, so you didn't just miraculously walk in there, load the bar up with 365 and do a 1-rep max. You warmed up to it. And then afterwards did a bunch of little reps, apparently. You lowered the weight down significantly and did a bunch of little reps. So which is it? Like, what are we doing, Anna? Anyway, this is why she's so hard to deal with, because like you can't, she's fake. This is why she's hard to deal with. She takes the same piece of film, she cuts it 5 different ways, she posts it in 2 or 3 different spots, because I think, no, this was from Instagram too. No, sorry, TikTok. No. This isn't on TikTok. This was from Instagram. So she posts this on Instagram, but the full little video was on TikTok because we just watched it there. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? This is the problem. Sam at Every Size goes over this a lot about Anna and how she posts on her various platforms, right? So that she can tell one story on one platform. So she's telling this story on Instagram, right? This is the story she's telling on Instagram. But on TikTok, she's telling a completely different story. Using the same film. This is why people think she's disingenuous. There we go. But anyway. Okay, so now we're over at Glitter and Lasers, just regular old Glitter and Lasers, and we finally have some fashion stuff. All right, this says, just a girl who's having a good day in a good fit. I don't actually hate this, to be honest with you guys. I don't think orange is her color, to be perfectly honest with you. And I don't love this, but it doesn't look bad on her. Does she do the horse kick? No horse kick? Did we not get a horse kick? Oh, there we go. Horse kick. A good outfit of the day changes everything. Obsessed with this 2-piece set. It's everything. It's too tight. It's always too tight, though. I mean, this is supposed to be loose. This is supposed to hang loose. It's not supposed to, like, split open. I don't even need to look up the outfit to tell you that it's too tight. The skirt, you can see every little bump and ridge, but that's how Anna likes her clothes, so, you know. I just don't know if orange is her color. Who's she looking at? She got a new camera guy with her little fake smile. Right, anyway. This is just a collection of pictures. I can't see the dress that well. This is a Stetson hat, though. It's not, I don't even have to look this up. It's not cheap. I've seen these before. They're cool as hell. They're expensive as fuck. Who keeps sending her these clothes? I don't think I like the dress. Oh, and she's wearing those shoes we have. Everyone hates these shoes. Don't worry. Everyone hates these shoes. I'm not. I hate these shoes. Everyone but Anna hates these shoes. Rodeo nights and cowgirl mornings. I don't think that's how that works. Texas through and through. You're not from Texas. You never will be from Texas. Stop it. That's not how this works. You're either born in Texas or you're not. That's how it works. I'm sorry. You can take it up with Texas if you would like. I have family from there. I'm not even from Texas. Irritated my grandfather a great deal. Ah, shit. Anyway, I don't think I like the cut of the dress. I don't think I like the fabric. And of course, like I said, no one likes these shoes. I like the hat. Don't get me wrong. I like the color of the hat. Like I said, I've seen these hats. They're fucking expensive. Fucking expensive. All right, anyway. In my horse girl era. I hate this dress. Again, I just don't think orange is her color. But the dress, it's not her. It's the dress. I don't like this yoke. I think that's what it's called. There's a name for this particular type of cut for the bodice. Yeah, I have a pattern. I have a couple patterns that are actually made like this. I hate them. They look awful. Horses are such sweet animals. Sure. Walking through this barn was such a lovely moment of joy and peace for me. I guess this is a dress from Eloquy. I don't like the way the dress is cut. Okay, it's not her. It's not anything really. I don't like the way the dress is cut. I have said this a million times. I don't like Anna's clothes. 90% of the time. All right. Cool. I like when she braids her hair like that. It doesn't look bad. And for once, she doesn't look like she's like sweating to death, so. Do. I got nothing. I really don't have anything. So, there you go. Orange dress from Eloquy. Anna with horses, giving her fake smiles like she does. Anyway, all right, that's all we've got. We've gone over Viking Princess lifts. We went over glitter and lasers. We've gone over the Reddit that must not be named. There you go. Anna's somewhere in Texas. There's some random pictures of her in the wild. If you want to go hunt them down, you're welcome to. I'm not going to. So there's that. And her competition's coming up on the 28th. I'm going to have to go check out his YouTube channel. I think he's the guy who is organizing the Riveter. It looks like he may have posted another video explaining the second competition. Yeah, the second event in the competition. He had the first one up, but it's been like a month since he's updated it. So, like, at one point I thought maybe we'd sit and watch the videos going over each one of the events, because there's only the 3 events, but he's just taking so long to update his website or his YouTube channel, and the stuff that he has from like a year ago from the last Riveter it doesn't have the information I want in it, so I've just kind of given up. But if he is actually updating it, like maybe he'll put the third one up soon. If he does do that, I'll go check his channel out again. If he does do that, then we'll sit down and watch all 3 of them just to kind of get an idea of what these events are going to look like, or what he as the organizer wants these events to look like. But like I said, it would be interesting. I mean, it's a public event, so I mean, I'm assuming it's a public event. I might be wrong. It would be interesting if somebody were to take video and we could watch the event unfold, because again, Anna's gonna be, if she makes it, she's going to compete. It would be interesting to actually see her compete. It would be kind of cool. I'd like to see her do well. Do well. So there's that. And that's pretty much all I have to say, honestly. She really isn't doing much. I'd like to think it's because she's, really focusing on training, really kind of getting ready for it, really, cracking down on her nutrition and her training. But it looks like maybe she's actually traveling. Maybe we'll get some actual travel vlogs. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but she's traveling around with somebody. Have fun. Is she anywhere near where she's supposed to be? I don't know. I did watch a video by Lindsay. Lindsay put out about a day ago, and in it, Lindsay's talking about Anna and her. She's been posting about being swollen a lot, and I shared those with you. And Lindsay is saying that she's hoping that this isn't Anna setting up an excuse for either not attending the Riveter, or Anna setting up her excuse for why she doesn't do well at the Riveter. I don't honestly expect Anna to do, like I said, I don't expect Anna to come out blazing saddles at the Riveter. I just expect her to compete. That's all I really want to see. Like I said, she's a beginner. She's only been doing it for 6-7 months, right? Something like that. Has it been that long? Wow. Anyway, my point being, I don't expect her to take first place. I don't even expect her to place. It'd be great if she's in the top 50%. But I don't know. I mean, just compete. That's really all I'm expecting. But she is talking a lot more and more frequently about, her body and how it's fighting her, and how she's inflamed, and how she's swollen, and this, that, and something else, and she's falling apart, and we don't know what it's like, and blah, 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 blah. So she is more and more and more talking about how, she's inflamed and all this stuff. It is happening more frequently, but I feel like really, if you kind of really sat down and charted this stuff out, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't every other or every third day Anna's making a post about being swollen or something to that degree. I don't know. It might be interesting to actually track that. I don't think I'm going to, but that might be something interesting to track, just to see what the frequency of it actually is. However, I could see Anna using, her being swollen as an excuse for why she didn't do better at the Riveter. But the reality of the situation is, I mean, she's probably just not going to do, she's probably not going to do as well as she thinks she should do anyway. But looking back on, how she did the marathon 2 years ago now, and she came in she was last. I think there was a guy with a baby. There was a guy with a baby carriage who came in on the video who was behind her when she finished. There might have been somebody else, but she was last, basically. And she still managed to drum it up as if she had come in first or something like that. She still made it sound like she had done some kind of amazing miracle run. Okay, so even if Anna doesn't do well, she's still going to dress it up. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about Anna's ego. Where am I going with all of this? Nowhere interesting. All right, anyway, so people are starting to speculate even more, because we are coming up on the possibility of Anna not competing. You guys, it's March. It is 2026. It is March of 2026. What the hell is this year going? Anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a horse down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. There really wasn't a whole lot, and yet somehow I've managed to stretch this video out. So let me know what you guys think down below. Please use timestamps so that I remember what the hell we were talking about. And that's all I've got for you guys. So I'll see you again when we have more than like 2 videos to talk about. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. So
This
see you then.
is
Bye.
my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.